Hello there! I'm excited to be working with you soon, and I thought I would just take a couple of minutes to explain to you a little bit about what we're going to be doing so we don't take time out of the session for me to explain this to you. So, you may or may not know that I work on frequency level. What does that mean? So that means if you can imagine the oneness, or the all that is, or pure source, or whatever you want to call it, vibrating at an extraordinarily high rate. As soon as that vibration drops, so meaning when anything is other than the oneness, including the oneness being aware of itself, the vibrational level drops. When the vibrational level drops and slows down, it becomes frequency. And as that vibrational level drops some more, it becomes energy. And as that vibrational level slows down some more, it becomes physical matter or form. It's a lot like water. So when water is steam, the molecules vibrate really fast. And as those molecular vibrations slow down, it becomes liquid water. And as they slow down even more, it becomes ice. So it's the same thing, but on a much more exponential scale. So it doesn't really matter what you do on the physical level. If you don't address the frequency first, it's very difficult to create change on the physical level because frequency is what governs the form or the physical matter. So if you can imagine somebody who has played the lottery week after week and they're a working class person, and then one week they hit it big. They win like 50 million bucks. And yet in 3, 4, or 5 years, they're broke or in a worse position than when they won the lottery ticket. And we seem to hear these stories about these people every year. And the question is why? So on frequency level, what's happening is that they are running what I call a frequency distortion pattern of scarcity. And it's set at a certain level. So it doesn't really matter how much money comes into the reality, whether it's $5 million, $50 million, $500 million, $5 billion. It's all going to exit within a certain short period of time because of that frequency distortion set at that level of scarcity. So that is the same for everything, whether it's money or your health or whatever situation it is that you find yourself stuck in. Now, if you can imagine the oneness vibrating again, or pure source vibrating again at its very, very high rate, out of that infinite field emerges what look like to me spheres of pure source energy vibrating at their unique rate. That unique rate of vibration is what causes individuation, meaning it's what causes you to be you and me to be me. So those spheres then drop into, or that sphere rather, drops into form or embodiment. And what look like layers and layers and layers and layers of duct tape then form around the sphere. So there's nothing wrong with the sphere. It's still pure source energy vibrating at its own specific unique rate. However, because of all the layers of duct tape around it, it starts to wobble and slow down a lot in its vibrational level. It also forgets that it's surrounded by pure source energy in all directions around it. So what are those layers of duct tape? Well, those layers of duct tape is a metaphor for things like your lineage or your ancestry. So with the new field of epigenetics, they're finding that what your ancestors experienced very much influences how your genes express and the choices that you make. So science is just catching up to spirit in terms of what it's able to prove. So what your lineage or your ancestry experienced very much creates those layers of duct tape, in addition to religious conditioning. Even if you yourself were not religious or your family, somewhere down the line in your lineage, there has been religion influencing the lineage. There's also cultural distortion patterns, past lives. All these things create these layers of duct tape. So what's very cool is that now consciousness has risen enough. And I've released enough of my own distortion patterns that my unique ability of being able to remove these layers of the duct tape has emerged. So what used to take sometimes lifetimes to achieve or to transcend can now be done in a couple of minutes and sometimes a few seconds. What we're doing is we're editing the frequency blueprint that is you and that you think is your reality. If we change the frequency blueprint, your experience of your physical reality only gets a lot better. It's a really huge game changer. All right, so that is what we're going to be doing in this session. So you don't have to have a list of anything that you necessarily want to work on. You can. But you don't need it, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap into you on frequency level, scan the frequency resonance that is you, and know, because I am responding to your higher self, what is priority on spirit level. Often that's the best way, because we're not getting caught in your mental story of what is important. However, if you have something burning that you want to share with me, please go ahead and do that. The next thing is I just wanted to let you know that the session will be recorded, assuming that the technology works as it should. And if it does, then you will be getting a recording of the session so that you don't have to take notes and you can just relax and be present during the session. So that's it for now, and I look forward to working with you soon. Bye!